Alright, so my story, the reason why I converted to Islam, and also how. The reason why, I'll start off with a story. When I was back in high school, I was doing a lot of things I shouldn't have been doing, and bad stuff. And one of my teachers told me, and it never left me, it stuck with me my whole life. He said, you know, Michael, I don't think you're gonna live past the age of 40. And I always wondered, I was like, man, like that's a heck of a thing to say to somebody, you know? But I always kind of wonder, you know, like that's something that stuck with me. So shortly after that, my great grandmother passed, but she was, you know, older, so it didn't hit me as hard. But shortly after that, two of my friends had passed. One was 16 and he had passed. And he passed from like a disease, like he died in the hospital. He was only 16 years old. And another one of my friends died over an altercation over an Xbox. And the guy was no more than 17, 18 years old. He got shot and killed over an Xbox. So it made me like really kind of think and wonder and worry, you know, what's after this? What's after this? You know what I mean? Like, what's so important about this? Because there's something, where do we go after this, you know? So that's something that was more and more on my mind, that I was worrying more and more about. So, you know, I had already gone to like different churches. I had already studied with Jehovah's Witnesses. I started to study with Seventh-day Adventists, but basically I was in search of the truth. And one day, I was here at RCC and I saw a Dawah table. And I picked up a Quran and I started reading it. And all these different, because I had taken a humanities class, and there's all these different, I guess, stereotypes or things of people who don't understand or don't know Islam that may believe about Islam. So I started reading the Quran so I can get my own better understanding. And the more I read it, the more I loved it. I loved it, every word of it. So I started asking. I asked questions to one of the brothers at a Dawah table. And after a long conversation, I took my Shahada and prayed my first Salah. But basically the moral and the idea, the most important thing that we should always be worried about is what's next after this.